Hi everyone, today we're gonna talk about another bees in our marathons that we're gonna face the majority of bees that tend to put us in a position that we have based opinions, and so based opinions is something that people don't want, based type of decisions as well that can bring to outcomes that we will not expect since we do decision making in order to bring us the best type of outcomes that we could enjoy and so try to qualify our body with. Then we have all these needs to take good things from the environment because we are human beings that have almost unlimited type of needs, and then so we need to be efficient, we need to spend our energy wisely, and this requires we have the ability to face decision making as a skill and improving it so to be a better performer, and to be a better performer requires you to have a better quality of decision making, which so makes you to have to to get to get so in order to be a person that has to develop as a human being, that so we have to follow in this journey. And in this journey we now going to talk about self-serving biz. What is it? Self-serving biz is the tendency to attribute our successes to internal factors such as our skills or effort, while blaming failures on external factors like bad luck or other people. This biz helps maintain a positive self-image by protecting our self-esteem. That's something that people really tend to do, even more the ones that tend to be more insecure. So self-serving biz seems like that fulfies our ego. So whenever something good happens with us, we tend to attribute as that comes with our ability to perform, with using some skill that I've expended effort, that I had the ability to learn. And when something's bad, we arrange whole type of reasons outside of myself, because the reality is that if I make these attributions to myself of my failures, I kind of am implying that I'm not have the ability to perform, which is something that people don't like it, because it's like putting ceiling, and when you feel that you're not going to be better, we're not going to change the outcome that is coming to you, that's like implying that you're like the reason for the outcome being coming you're kind of so saying it to you that you're probably in dangerous, and your brain doesn't like it. Your brain is made to to have the ability to learn, and if you kind of think about it, something that makes a reason why people have developed the ability to learn, because in reality that is human beings, they need what? They need to survive. We're made to survive. Everyone needs and likes to survive, and everyone have to get reciprocity. Everyone wants to get new type of children. And the reality is that our perception about the world is, and to us to feel motivation, we will also say that we need to act towards the world with always the mind that we can evolve, we can learn, we can make better, because that's what make people work. People work with the feeling that they can be in a better position than they are today, or at least maintaining. And when things that is bad, that sometimes can be just in the job that I cannot perform better than what I am, that I can so not stuck with some specific grade in the school, I'm attributing more the reason of the other ones, because if I attribute to me, I'm saying it that I'm not good enough, and if I'm not good enough, my brain starts feeling dangerous, because it's just my paper to change, and it's more easy to expect something external to change than me. Then so I'm the main one by attributing the cause I'm not involving of myself. I'm blaming so that my one is the one that has to change, and that's something that puts pressure on us, that our brain doesn't like it, and so it's more easier to attribute to external factors. It's something that's more comfortable to us. And what can be real life examples that I have already used? Academic performance. A student who excels in exam might credit their intelligence or hard work, but if they perform poorly, they might blame the test difficulty or poor teaching methods. Sports. A winning athlete might attribute victory to their training and talent, whereas A loss is often blamed on unfavorable refereeing on poor conditions. That's one, and we see a lot. Sports is one of the main type of examples that we can use this type of piece to see some type of outcomes that comes for us. We have other examples. Workplace. An employee might claim credit for a successful project by highlighting their expertise and effort, but if a project fails, they may blame team issues or insufficient resources or the environment has not helped. So we kind of what's basically that is playing a egoistic mode, which what if you go and you create a good outcome and it's related to yourself, you're evaluating you. People will value you and you have more probability so to receive good things because you're valued more. If something is attached as bad, that is you are the main cause because you have a lack ability to perform, you're gonna attach into you to bad things, and people doesn't like bad things, and bad things attached to it with someone makes other ones not try to connect with him. And reality is that we're made feeling connected with other ones to feel that we have power. Because in reality, in ancestor times, if someone doesn't have values, someone brings bad things, they're kind of kicked out from the tribe. And someone that's kicked out from the tribe has a lower type of probability to survive it because we cannot survive alone in the past because we human beings we're not stronger than the majority of animals and alone we're not going to be able to survive, and so we will not fulfill what is the main goal of everyone, that is reproduce and so remain the species alive. So when we're more susceptible, when self-esteem is at stake, people are more likely to engage in self-serving beats when their self-worth or identity is challenged, and is mainly so become a type of challenges. So mainly in sports, in academic performance, that we well face a lot of challenge in workplace. So when we face more type of challenges that values our ability to create, to apply methodology in the practice, and so basically we're depending of our ability to perform. This is something that's highly connected so with our self-esteem, because self-esteem is connected with having the ability to do things or to get a girlfriend or to get relationships or to get smart. So whatever we're facing challenges, they're putting in test our abilities, and our abilities are something that has a high contribution to our self-esteem because is our abilities that puts us prompt to get so things as money, as relationships, as girlfriends, as boyfriends, and that's something that's really high connected with self-esteem for the majority of the people. Under stress or pressure, so in high pressure situations, it can be easier to deflect blame and preserve a positive self-image. And when outcomes are ambiguous, so if it's not clear why outcome occurred, there's a greater tendency to attribute success internally and failures externally. So obviously, when something that cannot be attributed directly for one of things, we obviously have a tendency to make interpretation that is better for us. So how to overcome this type of problems, because it not just type it seems like that it just brings good things for us, but sometimes not. Sometimes it can be something that cannot help us to see the best way what happened in the past, and so it's something that as well can influence the future. So if we have this tendency to always protect our self-esteem sometimes, so we're not put in situation that we should put because we not want to face this sensitive of we're not good enough to do the things, and it's something that people really don't like. It's one of the bad type of feelings when you're not feeling that you're good enough, and it's just something that just can be attributed to your lack of ability to do it. And so people to remain having a self-image, they avoid at all costs facing any type of challenges they can face. And that's something that creates disorders in people. People don't lack and don't fall from their comfortable zone, and so they don't grow as a person. So how to overcome it? First, self-reflection. You understand first if you have a tendency to apply self-selfing base in your life. So regularly reflect in both success and failure to recognize the role of external factors in your outcomes. Seek honest feedback, encourage constructive criticism from colleagues, friends, or mentors to gain a more balanced view of your contributions and mistakes, because mainly this type of this happens to you, is your error of percent what happened to you, and so if you get the opinions of the other ones then they not so make you have a higher probability to feed your self-esteem, you have so a less probability to fall in this type of biz. A knowledge complexity, except that most outcomes results from a mix of internal and external factors. Neither whatever something good happens is just because you're the best one, but as well that's something that goes the other way around. So something bad neither holds as well as to be attributed to you. So things, as I said as well in the past videos, things are neither just white or black, as most as will be ideal because people so get a specific type of outcome and they have like 50% to be certain. The things the majority are gray. Adopt a growth mindset, and it's something that helps you because our ability to protect our team as well comes with having a fixed mindset that we accept that what we have today we cannot involve. So what happens? I have a fear that by not having the ability to evolve because I have a fixed mindset, I have to protect myself. I don't want to get so attachment that gives so the certainty of the quantity of my ability that will not change. So if you have the ability to have a growth mindset, you're gonna have a higher probability to face the real type of things and make so attributions of things that happens as bad that are so the reason of you not in the present, not forever. In the present, you're not having enough ability to make it happen. If you adopt a growth mindset, you focus on learning from failures, which so you set better them and not as a threat for your self-esteem. And then so rather than deflecting blame, understand that mistakes are opportunities for personal and professional development. It's something that helps you to face more failure, helps you to become someone that starts and be always better over the time. So I expect this video has helped you and see you in the next one.